Buenos dias, señoritas y señoritos. In this blog, we will discuss how the Marcos government has virtually confirmed what we have been telling you all along, that the Marcos government has been cooperating with the International Criminal Court, or ICC, that is going after the Duterte clan relative to the 30,000 cases of extrajudicial killings for which they were charged with crime against humanity. At ngayon po, sa vlog na ito, we will discuss how the Department of Justice has finally admitted na since pumasok sila, ito na yung sinasabi natin, talaga nag-aaway talaga ito. Di ba? Kaya lang, before, tulad ng sinasabi ko sa inyo, and I always use the word, proxy war. Kumbaga, nag-aaway-away yung mga mababa na ranggo ng mga miyembro lang nila, mga chihuahua nila. Pero ngayon, sila-sila na mismo. And sinabi rin natin noon na isa sa mga instrumento gagamitin ng Marcos government or the Marcos family against the Duterte family and their allies ay itong ICC case. At ito na nga, inamin na nga, no less than the Department of Justice, that in behalf of President Bongbong Marcos, in behalf of the executive branch of government, tumutulong na nga sila sa mga EJK victims. And this is a very significant development to the quest for justice for the EJK victims. This is a big boost talaga sa kanila po, because we know itong case build up, itong strengthening of case against the Dutertes, it is not only for law, or it is not really intended for local consumption or local courts. Kasi kahit papaano, the Marcoses want to keep a semblance of non-confrontational relations, open war with the Dutertes. Kung wari okay na okay pa sila, tulad ng sinasabi ni Sara, at na BFF pa sila ni Marcos, at ganun rin si Marcos, pero sa mga likod nila, grabe, saksakan na talaga yung mga balisong. Kung dito sa Zamboanga, Chris, yung famous sword ng mga Muslim. So, inamin nitong si spokesperson, Assistant Secretary Miko Clavano, last Friday, na tumutulong daw ang DOJ and they are working with the groups and families to gather evidence. Biro nyo, naghahanap na ng ebidensya. So, wala pa naman, like I told you earlier, they are not going to file this in the local courts. So why are they gathering evidence? This is all intended to help the International Criminal Court investigators build a strong case against the Dutertes. Yun. Kasi hindi nila yan ipa-file sa local courts. Dahil yun, kuwan na talaga. Open war na talaga with the Dutertes. So yun, sabi ni Clavano, and this is very telling, ha? Listen to this. Ikukot ko siya para hindi nyo sabihin I'm putting words into his mouth. Ha? Sabi niya, since we came in, there have been groups coming to DOJ to lend their assistance to help bring witnesses and additional evidence. So yun, ibig sabihin, from that time, pumasok sila. So from that time, pumasok sila, kahit pala meron sila, siguro, tulad ng sinabi natin earlier, na-foresee na nila, na magkakaiba. In fact, alam nila, kaya nga nag-slide si Sara, pero with the agreement na mag-term sharing sila kay Marcos. If not, she will run in 2028. And they know her character. They know she's another Duterte. And meron nga sinasabi kahit sa kapamilya nila, she will be worse than Duterte. So, than the father, than former President Duterte. So, takot rin siguro mga Marcoses na down the line, baka ikukulong sila ng mga Dutertes. So, as soon as pumasok sila, yun na, isinimula na nila in-entertain itong mga victims ng AJK with the long-term view of helping them. At ngayon, nangyari na nga yan. Nangyari na nga na tinutulungan na nga nila dahil open war na talaga sila. Sabi pa ni Clavano, yung spokesperson ng DOJ, the secretary has always said that we are evidence-based. So we will follow where the evidence takes us. This is what prompted groups to come to our office to offer. So, tulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo, may mga legal groups, may mga human rights groups tulad nila former Congressman Colmenares, Nery Colmenares, meron rin sila former Senator Antonio Trillanes at marami pang ibang meron diyan Attorney Conti, and we blog about them in the past. So all along they have been working with the Marcos administration. So yun pala yung mga sinasabi ni Tiak, yung mga sinasabi ni pag-gimmick ni Secretary Remulla noon na subukan nila pumasok sa bansa, ipapa-aresto ko sila. Ganon. Pwede gimmick lang yun. Kaya no wonder galit na galit sa kanya. Siya ang target ng mga vilification campaign or campaign to demolish him, to demolish his reputation, para pilitin si Marcos natanggalin siya, ganoon, o pa-resign siya. No wonder because nabisto na nila na they have been working with the families all along. Yun. Sabi pa ni Clavano, dati daw itong mga baka biktima ay hesitant to seek the help of government nung nandyan pa sa pwesto si former President Duterte. But ngayon, they are doing that. So, sabi niya, dati po siguro ay ayaw lumutang na mga pamilya dahil sa tingin nila, hindi nila makukuha yung hustisya sa dating administrasyon. Ha? Iba na nga po ngayon. Bagong Pilipinas na po ngayon. Aray, 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 aray. Paano na si Tatay Diggs niyan? Clavano, iyak na si Tatay Diggs. Imagine, ibang-ibang usapan yun. Kung pupunta dito yung mga ICC investigators at mahirapan sila pero kumalap ng ebidensya, pero kung ang DOJ na tumutulong, maybe also under sa DOJ ay the National Bureau of Investigation, at pwede rin ang DOJ makipag-coordinate sa Public Affairs Office, pwede rin ang DOJ makikoordinate sa Philippine National Police. So this means that the Dutertes and all the accused, including Vice President Sara Duterte, Senator Bato de la Rosa, Senator Bongo, and former Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre are in deep trouble kasi no less than the DOJ is now helping the families of the victims building up a case against the Dutertes. Hindi lang nila pinafailan sa local courts para hindi mahalata na parang sobra-sobra na kayo. Talaga magagalit na sa kanila yung mga Dutertes. Sabi pa ni Clavano na lumutang ang mga biktima at pamilya nila nung pumasok si Marcos sa pwesto. Kaya sabi ni Duterte, sabi ni Clavano, and I quote, kaya nakita natin may mga lumutang, actually ng mga pamilya ng biktima at witnesses para ikwento ang kanilang mga karanasan dahil alam nila siguro may mangyayari ngayon. Kasi sinabi naman ni President Bongbong Marcos when he came into power, and we blog about this, na he will unlike the previous administration, hindi siya magiging human rights violator, and he will help the victims of human rights. Kaya lumantad na mga ito. Nalagot kayo. This is a very, very good development. Ay, malayo na talaga. Parang naamoy ko na yung paglabas ng warrant of arrest, at kaya panic mode ng mga Dutertes. Lahat na lang, mga manifesto, withdrawal of support, revolutionary government, civil disobedience, non-payment of taxes, military takeover of government functions, lahat na ginagawa na nila. And later on, in our vlog at noon, and see you at noon, iba-vlog natin how the Dutertes may also use the Senate. Paano balak tatakbo si former President Duterte sa Senate to stop to make a kiboloy sa ICC para hindi siya maaresto. And no less than Senator Bato de la Rosa admitted to that. I believe this report more than that report, na kaya hindi natin blinag yun, na tatakbo siya for Congress to fight sa leadership kay Speaker kay Speaker Martin Romualdez. It's really the Senate that he is targeting. So, see you at 12 noon for our blog on that matter. Please don't forget to share this blog to friends and relatives. And don't forget to subscribe to the Blogcaster Armadin YouTube channel. And press that notification bell para ma-alert kayo sa mga bagong vlogs natin. And see you in my next vlog.